Colonial Cemetery is definitely in the heart of Savannah. The number of graves in here isn't as known as estimated. 7,000, 8,000, maybe more. I showed you a moment under the tree over there where there's a duelist grave, an unmarked grave for someone who had a disagreement. I would like to show you one of the most famous residents here. This gentleman's grave is in the very center of the entire cemetery. But in Gwinnett, he actually signed the Declaration of Independence. Isn't it lovely? There's a bit of wind out today. The hurricane is coming upon us. How lovely. Right this way. There is an area of this cemetery that was actually discovered to be a mass grave. They realized that it was a burial ground for yellow fever victims. Let's take a look. The Great Yellow Fever epidemic of 1820. You see, nearly 700 Savanians died that year. You see, they didn't understand back then what yellow fever was exactly. Won't you walk this way? It is so peaceful out here. I really encourage you to visit. Savannah is filled with history, and I hope you're going to enjoy my channel because I will be discussing all things Savannah, along with ghosts and ghouls and goblins, the macabre, maybe even a little fashion sense. You see, in the South, things are a little different, especially here. We might not be as loud or as rude when you visit. We might instead offer hello and offer a welcome. May we help you find something? Won't you follow me this way? Very common practice, of course, to put fences to mark the actual borders of a burial site. Eras gone of Victorian past. Walk this way with me. I'd like you to see something that truly makes Colonial Cemetery unique. You see, the cemetery has been under attack for many years. When Civil War broke out, soldiers did the cemetery. They broke cemetery plots. They broke into cemetery graves. They grave robbed. It was such a cold winter that they decided to empty out the graves and actually sleep inside. Yes, I said it, sleep inside. Through the years, these cemetery plots, tombstones have broken, decayed. but some of them were actually saved. You see, upon this wall in the back here, upon this wall, we have some beautiful tombstones. To the memory of Ricker, who died August 13th, 1819, at 29 years old. Here's another, in memory of David Frankel, aged 25 years. This citizen of Savannah. And then unfortunately I can't read much of it. Isn't that fascinating? Won't you walk this way with me? In memory of Mr. John Davidson, who died September 3rd, 1817. I wonder if he knew he was going to be a celebrity in our little show. Just lovely. Another beautiful item known about old tombstones. These lovely markers or drawings. Look at that lovely tree of life right beside its urn. Symbolism was quite common back in the Victorian era. They might mark something on there, an angel, an urn, a tree of life, to signify you're moving on into the next world. Oh, here's another. Let's look at this. Again, a tree, sort of an urn. Ooh, do you hear that? It's the boats. Walk with me. So this is towards the back of the cemetery. If you come here, I definitely encourage you to go over by this wall. That who died in this place December 27th, 1819, age 27 years old. Now this row of cemetery plots goes way down the wall. You could see all the way down there. It is truly a final resting place for these citizens. Let's take a little rest under this lovely tree. Nice shade. It actually isn't that hot anymore. It's starting to cool down. What is my channel going to be about? Well, perhaps you'll ask me questions about Savannah, and well, perhaps I'll tell you things you didn't know. You see, I've been in Savannah now for a good couple of years. Well, a little more than a couple. But I hope I can show you things and talk about some new things. Maybe offer an insight into the modern goth life. Shall I tell you about myself a little? Well, I love wearing black. I love the macabre. I love mystery. I also love Disney. I love Tim Burton. I love movies. I love universal horror. I love anything that's a little different. I love my dogs. I love a good cemetery. I love Victorian history. I love English history, of course. And I love exploring traditions. I love the classic. I grew up on movies and mystery, many things. I hope we'll share them all. I hope you'll come and join us. And I hope I'll have a chance to show you different sites, maybe different houses in Savannah, different historic items. Well, I think we're going to have a lot of fun, and I hope you'll just tune in with me. If anyone is curious, again, I'm Wisteria. This is Wisteria in the garden. It might be my garden, or it might be this lovely cemetery. I do hope you'll find out. It was lovely talking to you. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye. And remember, happy haunting.